Okay guys, as the title of this video says, I just want to go over a quick couple adjustments, necessary adjustments I feel that every rifle should have, and it'll make your life easier, make your rifle perform better. And again, these are just ones that I have done. I've seen a lot of people I work with have done, and wanted to share those with you. First one I want to show you here is the single point sling adapter. It's right here. It replaces the plate. You have to remove this castle nut and replace this, but it allows a sling to be attached here rather than using a 2-point sling. One thing I want to point out, when you do remove the castle nut and replace this, it's a good idea to stake it, meaning, let me zoom in here, let me focus it right there. There's a small notch you make on the castle nut which prevents it from moving. It's that little notch right there. So that means that this sling adapter and castle nut are essentially bound together so it won't unscrew under pressure. The other thing I do here is I've actually wrapped this in electrical tape so that the sling doesn't rattle or jingle, because I want it to be completely silent when moving. Some guys do plasti dip. I just done electrical tape on here for now, and it's a good way to carry the rifle. I don't like 2-point slings, so this is perfect for me. The next thing I'm going to recommend everybody do is get an ambidextrous charging handle. I don't have the original charging handle still, so I can't show you, but if you have a stock charging handle in your rifle, you'll know what it looks like. This is a Raptor Arms. Let me drop the magazine out. This is a Raptor Arms ambidextrous charging handle. Okay, and what this does is, you see this loop here? They're both connected so that I can release the charging handle from just the right, just the left, or both. What this does is it reduces it increases the surface level of your charging handle for you to grab. It again obviously makes it ambidextrous, and with the thread under fire, you're not fumbling around with that small cheap charging handle it comes with. This also makes it incredibly easier to operate with gloves. The next thing I'm going to show you is on the ejection port. Excuse me, not the ejection port, behind the ejection port on the brass deflector. I'm sure I'm going to get some crap for this, but I put a small piece of electrical tape here. As you can see, it is worn behind, but two reasons. One, this absorbs some of the noise that a piece of brass coming out makes when it hits on here. You can also use a piece of Velcro if you use the soft side of the Velcro with a adhesive back. That'll do the same thing. This helps a number of ways. It keeps your rifle looking nicer, it reduces noise, and it also stops any brass getting dented if you're a reloader. I know I'm going to catch some flack for this because a lot of guys say, oh, well, if you use your tools, they'll get dirty. Yeah, they will, but, there's nothing wrong with wanting to take care of your stuff, and also, stay a little more silent if possible. Next thing I want to show you guys is backup sights. Okay, as you can see on this rifle, there's an A2 fixed front sight post here, and a flip-up backup sight here in polymer. Now, I don't have an optic on this rifle for the video. However, I use an EOTech. A lot of people I've worked with have had issues with their optic and not had backup sights, and your rifle is rendered pretty much useless at that point. So backup sights is a big one. You can get them from UTG on Amazon. You can get Magpul backup sights where they both flip up if you don't have an A2 style front sight post like this, for relatively cheap. I think they're $35 each, or if you get them in a pack, it might even be a little cheaper. Last upgrade that I'm gonna say as essential is essentially Magpul accessories, or some kind of non-manufacturer accessories. A lot of these rifles come with Magpul accessories from the factory, especially the adjustable stocks, but this has a Magpul adjustable stock, pistol grip, Magpul magazines, and a Magpul foregrip. Obviously, a lot of people will rather a quad rail, but you can get a quad rail and put Magpul guard covers on it as well. I think they make a very high quality product, similar to Troy Designs. There's obviously a lot of competitors, but Magpul keeps it affordable. They have a high quality design in it. I believe that it increases the ergonomics of your rifle and gives you that advantage that you look for. So there we have it, guys. Just a couple quick tips and a couple things that I have done to my rifle to make it more user friendly. And obviously that's for what I use it for. So your mileage may vary. This list is not exhaustive. Like I said, this list won't work for everybody, but like I said, if you take something away from it, that's great. Thanks for watching.